Okay, it's July 16th, and we're trying something new out today. No, it's not the GoPro on the front. It's the ultimate in laziness, the trolling motor. So it's all hooked up to our new battery, and we're going to test it out this morning and see what the range is, see how far we can go. It's got forward and backwards and low and high, so we'll see what it does, and I'll report back. Okay, now that we've had a little slight test run, let's check it out and see what we think. Here's low gear, forward, and away we go. Nice and quiet. As you can see, our first casualty was the GoPro, which is now sitting at the bottom of the harbor. And now, let's bump it up a notch. Okay, we'll report back. So, we're in high gear still. We're cruising along at about 3 miles an hour. It's a little choppy out here, but we're coming up on mile 1. Fortunately, there's not a lot of traffic out here. It looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day. So, that's the progress so far. We'll keep you posted. Mile 2, and we're still going about 3 miles an hour. Still have it on full speed ahead. The day is looking beautiful. Passing up all of the paddle boarders. Going by Bay Island. Not breaking any sea speed records, but this is definitely not the 420 calories that the mapping system says that I burned. So we'll check in again either at mile 3 or when this thing cuts out. 3 miles in, just reached the American Legion Yacht Club. Here comes the Kayak, and it's been just under an hour for 3 miles, so that's a good pace. And still in high gear. Coming up on Woody's Wharf area, we'll report back. So here we are, almost 4 miles in. Made it all the way to the back of whatever this is called, the Rhine. Here's Buddha's favorite. That's the Paraiso. That's that boat I'd love to lease or charter sometime. And we've got Blue Water Grill. But mostly, we're still under no calorie power. Seeing just how many miles we can get out of a single charge, just for planning purposes. Check in later. Mile 4, just passing Woody's Wharf on my way back from the cannery. And here's my favorite boat. Turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful day. And we're still just plugging along. 4 miles so far. They promised, or they thought that we might be able to get 6. Let's see. Coming up on 5 miles. About 2/10 of a mile away, out here in the main turning basin. There's somebody out there doing jet boarding, which is my next adventure. I don't know if you can see that out there. We're heading back to the coves, see if we can make it into the coves and out still on motor power. I don't know if I'm going to have time to even get some exercise today. Anyway, we'll check in when this thing either dies or we get another mile. 6 miles. Not exactly sure how long it's taken us to go to 6 miles, probably a couple hours, but still going strong. That's Newport Boulevard up above us. It's the Rusty Pelican off in the distance. Let's see how much further than 6 miles we can push this thing. Check in soon. That's what I'm talking about. That is the next adventure. Seven and a half miles, 6.5 miles. We've slowed considerably, but still moving along. I don't know if it's going to make it another half mile or not. If it doesn't, then I'm really sorry. Let's take a second to talk about safety precautions. One of the things that you learn is you lash everything down. The battery is lashed to the cross bowl. And this is the kill switch. Since there's connectors that connect the motor to the battery, we've got this little ring that goes through that goes all the way up and attaches to my belt loop. So if I do happen to fall in, then it just pulls this thing and unplugs it so that the boat doesn't either run me over and shred me or just keep going and going and going. Anyway, so much for safety. Well, that's 7 miles. We've slowed to a pace that's about the same as the slow speed. So it's still acceptable, and I think I'm going to let it run for a little while. But pretty soon I'm probably going to need to give up and just actually get a little bit of a workout. So we're at the Balboa Bay Club, and so far it's been a fun cruise. 7.6 miles. We just crossed the main channel, and that's Harbor Island there. I don't know if you can hear it, but the motor is still doing just a nice gentle purr. And according to GPS, we're still going almost 3 miles an hour, so we're not giving up the ghost yet. There's Linda Isle over there. So this is kind of a fun, hands-free, legs-free, calorie or exercise-free trip. And this is fun. I'm glad I did this. Unbelievable. Here we are coming up on Collins Island, still on motor power. 8 miles into our adventure today that was supposed to be able to go 6 tops. And I thought that it was probably going to make it more like 4 because I was going into a headwind the whole way out to the Woody's Wharf area this morning. So, pretty impressive. Got a little scenery while we're here. Once again, gorgeous day. And we've got about another half a mile or so to go. Let's see if we can make it all the way back to port without having to actually get any workout in. That's it. Officially 8 miles now. 8.5 miles so far. Just have to make it past that bridge, and we're all the way home on one charge. So, looks like Balboa is packed today, but this little puppy was not a disappointment in any way, shape, or form. Thank you, Southwind Kayak. So, we'll touch base again once I've docked, but it looks like we're going to make it. The last leg. Balboa Island Bridge. Balboa Island. Bayside Marina, and here comes home. There's our rack. So, good job, water snake and battery, coming in for our docking. At least I don't have to worry about draining this battery. It's pretty much drained. Okay, we'll give this a rest and just coast in.